Hello, welcome back to This is the Police on PS4. I am Durrun. Yeah, it's been a long time, but they announced a sequel, This is the Police 2, and it's actually due out on August 2nd, 2018. That's next less than a month. So let's try to finish my run. I'm on day 172 of 180. So, Freeburg not attractive target for terrorists. That's nice. Public transport workers strike 4 months, no pay. Street musicians raise 20,000. Donates proceeds to charities. No idea what this means. Oh, they don't like me. Alright. Go to work. There's a fire. I'm seriously burned. Oh my god. Let's go. Stop while I read. No! Fuck off with your books. Our house burned down last night. Oh. Okay. I'm too tired. Okay, fine. All the lazy buggers can go home. And we never play music because it could be copyright protected. Oh wow, I've got cases and shit. Oh way. Got funerals to attend. You were new. You were actually half decent. Oh, you were pretty good. And he is not working. Awesome. What about, nope, not working again. Calls. Are these actual calls? What are these? Former military sniper now serving a prison sentence plotting the murder of City Hall employee. Send iron. Janitor. What should go on there? AMC take Moody and Cross. Let's check out our investigations currently. The rape case. Arrest the suspects. Okay. Well, if I do it without the detective, though, it'll probably fail. As is wont to do. Assault. I still can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing with this. Am I supposed to just view photo? Am I good? I don't understand. I think I'm good. I don't know. Oh. Oh. Oh, go to mount. Okay. Ah. Oh yeah, give me shit. I want shit. Drug trafficking. Hello, please come right away. Urges a very agitated man. There's an overturned truck in my yard filled with cocaine. I came out of their house and there's white powder everywhere. I'm gonna guess that's bullshit. Assault. What is this? Notes. Oh, we got more notes. R2? Okay. I sweep the City Hall courtyard every morning, and when I pass by the phone booths, I see something I can't believe. A couple young male clerks have picked the spot behind the racks as their special quiet little place. Not for having morning coffee, no. They go there to lick each other. Oh, in my country, they'd send out to cut timber and tundra for that, but for some stupid reason, you treat everyone like here like children. It makes me want to break the glass with my broom and jump through the window and stomp their bones. And no one would notice either. That's the part of the building that's always closed for renovation. Former military sniper. Okay. I wasn't going to kill anybody after I left the army. I felt like I had a hole in my heart. I couldn't keep my head straight, so I went up on the rooftops with an old rifle looking for good and bad positions and imagining what I could do if the city were attacked. I was remembering my youth in the military, you see. That day I was arrested. Some student wearing glasses saw me and called the police. They didn't understand what I was doing. I wasn't there to hurt anyone, just to get a good view of the area. I found a nice place, but it was only good for a general overview. If you could put a man there, if you had a whole team, but a lone gunman would do better on a roof by the church or the courthouse, depending on who he's targeting. Who would listen to me? So I was just crazy, bloodthirsty killer, and they locked me up. There's my snipers. They're over. I think I'm good. I just don't know what's going on with that shit. Extortion. 4 armed men entered the home of Viola Esther and presented some papers which supposedly prove the apartment belongs to them. The woman and her family are being forced out into the street. Not on my watch. Let's send our young Republicans. Yeah, instead of medication, snow. Yeah, that's what I thought. Massacre. Oh, these are fun. A man with a shotgun entered the newspaper room and started opening fire all around. It seems he's enraged that they refused to print an advertisement he sent in. I don't think it really needs SWAT, does it? Sound like a good guy. Seems like overkill. Well, sobbing child is laying on the floor. 3 men are searching the house while the 4th is shaking a pistol and a wad of crumpled papers. Take the man's papers and order everyone to calm down. I guess that's true. Grab the woman by the hair and order her to pick up her bags. Push the man to the ground and demand an explanation. Take his papers. Are handwritten and don't make much sense. They're stuck with a logo from a shoe store. Arrest everybody. Arrest everyone. It's possible. Homicide at the Octopus Restaurant.
I was trying to raise 10.
Already there. Worse than they thought. You guys are wussies. Fine. Wouldn't hurt. Can't think it would hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I'm just waiting for the other guys to get back. Restaurant manager refused to soup a group of men wearing tracksuits. The men were highly offended, and one of them pulled a gun out of his pocket and started firing at the manager. Uh-oh. We're late in the day, so we can send SWAT. We can be like total arseholes. We can overwhelm them with force. Let them know they just stepped in it. Because it was a slow day. I thought I had 500K saved up already. That's weird. The massacre. Yeah, stop resisting. It's the police officer's mating cry. Stop resisting.
I was trying to raise 10. Water sergeant spot.
Wait, what? No, you've got SWAT. You don't need any help. What's up, Pester? Oh, end day. End day. Story time? 173. Nope. End day. Hearing pop star Alana Morris bribes police after petty theft. Ooh. City heating interruptions to continue until spring. Okay, programming. 30 years. Machines will rule the world. Of course they will. That's common knowledge. Dude, Percy, you don't even have to ask. You always get time off. It's not even a question. Woo! Rachel Keys. 4 years ago, she was an intern at City Hall. Now she's working at a strip club. Damn. Alright, guys. Time to get lucky. Oh, not you, Vickers. You're the head guy today. We'll send banner. Yeah. Make sure you bring your singles. Woohoo! Yeah, people die. Not meet your request at this time. Can't meet your request at this time. Oh, well, fuck you, City Hall. Fuck you, too. What's this cement thing going on? Mr. Boyd, Japanese star. I will not attempt to pronounce his name. Is coming to our city, and his agents asked us to provide protection and meet the athlete at an honorary ceremony. He has tons of fans for his films, TV series about police, and his support for the cops could go a long way. Alright, send some scrubs. Send the green dudes. Yeah, let's see if I can't finish this today. Druggies. Did we get it? Did we solve the rape? Wrong place. Fuck. I always guess wrong. A large group of students are relaxing on the beach, smoking marijuana and taking pills. Doesn't sound like a bad day to me. Assault has an exclamation point here. Should we send? I think I have to send at least 3, right? And Patty. Yeah. Assault. What are you telling me about the assault? Former intern. This month's internship was a lot of fun. The other guys and me were constantly running around the back entrance on smoke breaks, but after we got caught, the door was nailed shut. After that, we started using the corridor more like a warehouse. What's going on with this assault? Does this just happen at some point? Or am I supposed to initiate it? Because I don't know. This is the only question. Does this just happen at some point? Like, I prefer as little spoilers as possible, but I haven't seen any way to initiate it, so. Chief, we did it! He's a solid guy. He treated us like heroes. Plus, he gave us some really expensive stuff like it was nothing. Wow. Good for you guys. 8,000 bones. I need to know affairs. Let's go in here. Police station. Labor markets. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, it just happens. Alright, that's kind of what I need to know. So shift A. We've got 13 cops. No, I want to go to shift B. Oh, there we go. Shift B, holy shit, shift B, we've got a shit ton of cops. Alright, so shift A needs cops. Needs green cops at that. Let's hire him for shift A. Hire you for shift A. Hire you for shift A. Steel. Move the shift day. Well, I'm towards the end. It's 180 days, right? So can't be much longer now. Shift B. City. Whoa. Higher. No. I never know. I never touch any of this other shit because it never seems to make any sense. I don't know what the upside is of it, but. Yeah, I knew I had 500 grand total. I guess I'll just make sure it's all in my secret account. Nice if this went a little faster. Yeah, it's 180 days, 6 months. That's how I know I'm close to the end, so. I remember that part. There. The church, this seems worthless as well. It just seems like I give away money for no reason. Yeah, I saw that too, yeah. It's on my radar. But, the labor union. No, okay. So this is all fine now. SWAT to hurry up and get the fuck back so we can try the other address before they get away. I leave it off because it's copyright ID, right? Isn't it? I think I can't have it on. Ah! You fat fucks. Oh, we found a lot of weed though. Yeah, I already backtracked them off here.
10-11 in progress.
What's this free terror threat? Uh-oh. Man claims he attached a stick of dynamite to his cat and sent it into the train station. Sounds like horse shit to me. Yeah, caught the rapist. Case closed.
10-11 complete.
Oh, it was real? Poor kitty. Mass riot. Oh, these are fucking... Yeah. Mr. Whatever is in an uneven voice reported an ongoing riot near his home. I see from my window a crowd of vile, half-naked midgets from hell raging around in broad day. Oh, this sounds so stupid. You never know anymore, right? So I just leave it off all the time. Darkest Dungeon has copyright protected music. You gotta turn it off if you want to do videos of that. As far as I know. My first ever attempt to put it on YouTube got flagged, so then I had to turn off all the music. Even though the music in that game is pretty cool, but I don't make any money off my channel anyway on YouTube, but you know, just don't want to get fucking hit by shit. Oh wow, you're kidding, it was a false alarm. I'm shocked. $174. Greenberg life expectancy falls 6%. Astronomer, unique solar eclipse coming. Atticus Tower invites people to view solar eclipse. Alright. Sounds like the end of the game is long. Didn't come to work, bastard. Oh, that's because he got to talk to the stripper. He probably against him. Maybe he got lucky. Didn't come to work. Swallowed my car. Last night I was shitting blood. Dude, fucking useless. Alright, but only because I suffer from anxiety, I'm willing to sympathize with you. And we have lots of officers for this shift, so. Well, yeah, those aren't, obviously, but. Salt Cemetery. For 22 years, he worked as a night watchman at City Hall, but he was fired just the other day. I don't remember. I don't have gang access anymore, so I'm assuming the opposite of that. He's killed in his car! Oh, for fuck's sakes. He was a really good detective. Massive fight in the ghetto. The members of two rival gangs previously had an agreement to share power in the area, but the peace was violently broken down. A fight erupted, involving over 36 gang members, and they're not calling for SWAT, many of whom are carrying knives and clubs, even firearms. Why is there no SWAT for this call? Seems kind of, not good. Oh, if the mayor or the new guy, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But apparently, these car accidents are real. That's it, yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. Assault. Former watchman. The past few years, there's been a lot of tension in the mayor's office. They got so paranoid that they fired me after I forgot to use both locks on the back door. Trouble is, there's no security guards back there. They put them all in the main entrance by the metal detectives, while all the important people use the back door for convenience. It's a large, heavy door, highly fortified. You can take it down if you have the right tools. Alright, so that's the breacher. I think I have a breacher on the back. Like, I think I got everybody in the right spot already somehow. Like, all this new information, I just look at my board and go, yeah, I think I'm alright. I think everything's good.
I was trying to raise
You want more help? No.
311 complete.
There you go. Stop whining. You got this shit. Do you know about the sequel? August 2nd. Less than a month.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder suspect. My evil twin, oh god, snuck into the house and is trying to kill me so he can take my place. Please come save me. I've locked myself in the... Pretty sure we don't need SWAT. Can't actually do this, just Mr. Boyd. The guards on all my properties have gone on strike. They're demanding higher wages, better social package. They're claiming they have a very dangerous job. Now I can't afford to dismiss them all at once. It would take too long to find adequate replacements. But it's not my style to give in to blackmail. I want you to send a few officers to visit the strikers' leader, an imputed immigrant named Sergei Reznikov. Have a cup of tea and explain to him that he'll be returning to his homeland in pieces if he doesn't get back to work. Well, unfortunately I don't have enough officers right now, so... Oh, now I do. I'm gonna probably contact the developers. I had one of the developers in my stream the other, way back when. I don't know which VOD it would be. They're all on YouTube. But. Destruction of property. Dozens of immigrants carrying gasoline cans broke into the public library, assembled a pile of books on Eastern Europe, and then set it on fire. The room was filled with many visitors, including children. Uh-oh. Can't fuck around with this one. Out of his mind on drugs. You're kidding. That's why I sent two. And she's dead. Fuck. Does no one have snow tires? I don't understand. Thanks, man. Oh, a man with a bushy mustache has a teenager by the hair and is dragging him towards the blazing pile of books. You should know the communists wouldn't let you wear that iron in your ears. But now you shall be a true citizen, cleansed in flames of orthodoxy. Release him. Tackle a man, twist his ankle, unzip your tackle. Tackle. The joke for my playthrough used to be always the taser, and it didn't work one time. But the taser works all the time except one time. Bink. We done? This seems to be a lot slower than I remember. Used to days. Oh, poker game. I'll pass. I got plenty of money. Declare dead. Declare dead. Declare dead. I tried to make money off a corpse before, but it didn't seem to be worth it. Teacher, today's students are hopeless. No shit. Iconic fashion designer, yada yada. Insane asylum. Cookie designer, clothing collection. Found it dumb. Maybe that's why he went crazy. I'm too tired. Alright. Fires in schools. Man, there's a lot of fires at schools lately. Alright, go ahead, dude. Let's see, hop at their animal shelter. They're badly short-staffed. Fuck no. I was taking out the trash last night and accidentally got into some poison ivy. This morning I noticed my feet were blistered. It doesn't look like anything serious, but I'd like to see the doctor just in case. Percy, you don't even have to ask, dude. It's all you, all the time. Percy, if you don't remember, maybe yours had a different name, but Percy's the guy who was like the nephew to the uncle of somebody. He got to be a cop with under special treatment kind of thing, so I just always let him have whatever he wants. Gallery director. I don't know, dude. He did it naked? Maybe in his box. Oh my god! Can I hire a mechanic? The only rats I tried, I think, died. So I only tried one or two, I think. Counterfeiting. What do we got? We received an anonymous tip. Some criminals have set up a counterfeit print operation on the top floor of an apartment house. Source alleges that there are armed guards there around the clock. Well, I have armed guys. Why are you on this shift? You're supposed to be on the other shift. I got anybody with stripes? Yeah, I do. SWAT. See, assault. Personally, I think our gallery's building is the jewel of the city, but not everyone shares my feelings. The other day we were visited by Mayor Rogers' people. They brought in a huge amount of building materials and hoisted them up on the roof. Now it's impossible to get up there. I called Rogers personally, but the mayor said that while the gallery is living off money from the city, I don't have a say in the matter. The building materials are for the mayor's nephew, a student architect. He wants to build some sort of observation deck right on the roof of the gallery from which you can look into the future of modern art. What an awful sense of taste, that man. He's just building a perving post. Come on. Oh, affairs. Police station. You're on the wrong shift, dude. What would the shift be? Yeah. Only green men here. Oh, I got room in the labor market. Oh! Wow, he's actually like really good. Let's have another shitty cop for shift B. Just goes. Fight! Fight broke out at Miss Mirren's weekly book club meeting. Well, Helen Mirren shouldn't get the ladies out, you know? Every time she gets the girls out, everybody gets excited.
I was trying to raise 10
Already there. Rougher than we thought. Alright, I'll pretend I can. Noise complaints. Oh, let's see. The elderly man said he heard a crowd outside his apartment, people stomping around loudly, along with occasional noises. It sounded like goddamn gunshots. I'm gonna ignore that for now.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Two men are wrestling on the floor. One of them has beaten the other with a thick Dostoevsky volume, shouting something. Invented existentialism long before your stinking satire. Pepper spray. Pardon me. Drop your volume. Pepper spray. Just pepper spray. It's not a taser, but you know. We'll make do with what we got. Alright, fine. You got my attention. You don't get my SWAT, though. Counterfeiting. Oh. Somebody did their job? Amazing.
111 in progress.
Reckless driving. Well, it's going to have to wait till somebody comes back. Because they don't go alone anymore. Patrol car was chasing a speeding vehicle through the city. English is hard. The suspect refused to stop despite numerous demands during the chase. The police car was pushed off the road and was unable to continue the pursuit. Well, geez, these guys can't drive at all. One of my guys are going to die, I promise you, just on the way there. Celebrating, yeah, that's what I thought. This day is almost done. Just gotta finish the case. And it's done. I told you! My guys would die. Fuck's sakes. Nobody can drive in the snow, kitty. Nobody can drive in the snow. $76. Electricity cost to rise 22%. Stripper. I'm dressing beautifully, not art, just business. Foreign investors to build modern waste plants at Freeburg. Come to work. Why again? Why is there a green dude on my fucking? Oh, you guys suck. Here he goes. Whoa. Here you go, Simone. You're awesome. Start. I guess I can't switch them till we. I thought. Am I getting the shifts confused? Maybe. I don't have much. Oh, I got plenty. Yeah. Hold on. Freeburg High School. Shooting. The hospital just admitted a young woman named Judith Webb who has a history of drug problems. Doctors treated her for an overdose, but when she came to, she broke a glass bottle filled with saline, grabbed a shard of it like a knife, and sliced a nurse's face. A guard ran in, slipped on the puddle of saline, and knocked himself unconscious. Miss Webb then took his gun and began to shoot at the patients and the medical staff, demanding she be released immediately. Alright, Scrub Squad. Get in there. Failed to. How do I, oh, I have to go here. Yeah, I don't understand why he's in here. Move to shift A. A is green, and B is red. Why is this so? A is green. B is red. Just because you look like a homeless guy, we're going to give you a job.
11:11.
Can I request more, one day? Okay. Probably too late in the game to do it anyway. Drug manufacturing. Stephanie was going to visit a friend but opened the wrong door, walked into the adjoining apartment where she found a serious drug. They were all unconscious, according to the elderly woman, apparently smoking angel dust or glue. Somehow I don't think they even noticed me. Okay. I don't think it's that far, so... Uh-oh. God damn it. See, I knew one of those detectives would die. What do you want? Mr. Boyd, we're featuring the police in our next issue of Sexy Uniform. You already have some old photo shoots of models and police codes, but we want to mix them up with some real cops on your staff. People police appeared in the magazine can only improve their image. Well, Bailey's pretty hot. I don't know about those two, though. Yeah, we'll send these two. We'll send the two sexiest people still standing around. Explosion! A minivan exploded over by the park. We're getting a lot of conflicting information, but a passing teenager swore to God. Seemed like everybody was firing shots inside the car. Can I just send two? No, I didn't think I could. So we're gonna let that one go, apparently. Nobody near the car. Subscription was caused by. Okay, cool. B team gets it done. What's this homicide shit? An unidentified woman came into the office of City Hall employee Justice James. She pulled a gun from her purse and demanded a large sum of money. According to the preliminary reports, Mr. Montague refused to pay, so the woman started beating him and then shot him a dozen times. I think he's dead. You guys won't go because there's not enough backup. So I think we're just gonna have a corpse on the ground now. Oh.
Looks like we have a situation.
A staggering man suddenly bursts through the door. He takes notice of the police, pulls down his pants, and begins to take a shit right there in the hallway. Step back and hide in the stairwell. Quietly grab the suspect and hug him. Cling to the wall and shut your eyes. Two unkept girls run out of the apartment shouting, "Adolf, we did it! We scored some meth!" Act like an interested buyer and try out the goods. Well then, put your face on the floor and keep still. Oh! Inside there's a skinny, bearded man, messy hair, wearing a rubber apron. He's dancing beside a table covered in chemist flasks, while two other semi-conscious addicts quietly applaud him. Knock. The taser. There's no other choice. It's taser. Taser is life. Oh, what? Chief, we feel like real stars. Can't wait to show my mom my picture in this magazine. Looks so good. He was immediately signed to a contract. Oh, fuck's sakes. He was one of the original dynamic duo. The other one died in action, I think, but... Damn, and the modeling world snatched him up. Yeah, homicide goes unsolved. Not much I could do. I didn't have anyone. The Ice Arena Hotel. Just waiting for some extra help here. So I always tase them. Oh, I didn't need any help. Look at that. Mr. Boy. I'm the manager of a big star. That guy, Manuel. Big star with a problem. One that I hope you can help with. Manuel woke up today in his hotel room and found a dead groupie in the bathroom. She'd come home from the club last night. Looks like she was overdosed, but I don't want my client's name all over the newspapers. Not when they're likely to call him an addict, rapist, or murderer. To keep this quiet, I need two reliable men who can deliver the money. Money is no issue. Manuel just signed a contract for a new series. Send our two best available officers. Assault. Oh. Some new languages. Psychiatrist. Psychologist. Tara. Hi, Tara. How you doing? I don't know where the children come up with their ideas of fun, but at the night, they climbed into the roof of City Hall, bring picnics to make out with each other right in front of our blessed cathedral. Last month, one of the students walked over a rotten section of the roof and fell inside. Luckily, the part of City Hall has been under reservation for the past 6 months. It was filled with soft materials which broke his fall. Definitely something you should look into. All right. Driving under the influence. A waiter at a restaurant saw a rusty pickup, truck drive into a pillar on the other side of the street. Now the driver is just sitting in the car, singing songs in an awful voice. I think he's drunk as a skunk. Sounds like. Let's send warring factions together. See what happens. Two men enter, one will leave.
912 in progress.
Extortion. I knew one of them would die. Wrapped a girl in a rug, carried her out, and buried her. You don't want to know the details, right? That's exactly right.
112.
Extortion. Miss McGee called in a complaint about a man with a shaved head who regularly extorts money from her. He comes in the evening, pounds on the door, and demands money. Money, money, money. It's like the only English word he knows. Alright. Scrubs away! Yeah, of course he got away. The other officer died like 10 feet from the scene. Oh, we got some booze, though. Where's throw a staff party option? Probably on our last case for the day. If they ever fucking get there. What are they, crawling? At least they won't die in a car accident if they're walking, I guess.
912 complete.
Man, it pays rent. Oh. Womp womp. Declare dead. Declare dead. $177. Equipment in city hospitals outdated. Yeah, no shit. Gallery of Modern Art hosts suicidal artist Sigmund Hammerling. Rogers Mirror. I congratulate our graduates. Percy, it's your dog's birthday. Oh, dude, of course I can give you the day off. It's your dog's birthday. You didn't even need to ask. Oh, you know why I'm getting into accidents? Well, I'm at the end of the game, so I guess you can tell me. But I figured it's because it was snowing and they all suck. But please be advised that we are unhappy with the efficiency of the Freeburg and we are cutting the... fuck you. Lose one job slot. Removing an unoccupied slot will automatically fire an employee.
112 progress.
Driving under the influence. A man driving a buggy along the beach, knocking people over. Laughing like a lunatic. Alright. Some games. Someone shakes you to switch your gas line. Oh, so it's like a one specific event that's causing all these deaths. That sucks. Send old man. Oh my god. Lawful assembly. Some parents have gathered outside City Hall. Their children had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a rare genetic... Some horrible disease, a rare genetic disease that affects the nervous system, internal organs, and the skeletal system. Freeburg stopped purchasing the drugs required to treat these children because the medicine failed to pass the annual certification. The parents are furious. Miss Poultry, leader of the rally, shouted into the bullhorn, "This disease is killing our children, and all they can do is play politics." Sounds awful.
Next count in progress.
Harassment. Miss Abbott called us saying that grown men are harassing schoolgirls at the swimming pool in broad daylight. Some pumped up guys in swim trunks were touching the adolescent girls and lying next to them by the pool. Come arrest these perverts! Oh, we got the pervert squad right here. Our 3 finest are coming to get them.
We've got a situation here.
Budgie is rushing straight at the patrol. Shoot out the tires. Shut off your engine. Ram the idiot. Now shoot the tires.
112.
Woo! Cocaine. Donna. Donna. Bam. Licensed lifeguards. Oh. Alright, what's this City Hall thing? Mr. Boyd, we just received some disturbing information. Port management hired a gang of thugs to teach our top union officials a lesson, hoping we'd back down in the negotiations on the new port worker contract. Our sources have informed us that they're planning to catch us one by one and, so to speak, persuade us to change our position. We need protection for the remainder of the negotiations. Could you send a few? Wow, that's a lot of cops, dude. So I just got a call for a mass riot. Thomas Baker at Crispy Tommy, claims that his rival Jerome Roll, wow, these are great names, of Livelihood Bakery has been spreading, ooh, the puns just never stop, false rumors that Baxter spits in his pastries and mixes in hazardous chemicals. Many of the regular customers have apparently bought into the rumors and gathered outside the store, ready to deal with the unfortunate baker. There are dozens of angry people. I managed to lock the door. Don't stop. Help! Help! Can I not send anyone? Oh, I didn't have anyone home. Yeah. What's the shooting? Grobler reports that he overheard his hysterical neighbors fighting. He swears it must have heard 4 separate voices. A short time later, shots were fired, and then everything went quiet. Mr. Gobler has previously noticed suspicious people in the residence and even saw them with weapons, but until now, he was afraid to do nothing. I don't know what to say. Face to face with those tattooed thugs, there's no way I could face them. Oh, they have to come back, shit. You might not get your labor union done. Terror threat. Yeah, well, City Hall might have to stick it in their pipe and smoke it. On the eve of the premiere of The Longest Finger, an anonymous caller threatened that he was going to blow up the hall with all the moviegoers inside. The theater director said that the perpetrator had a voice like a child, and he's confident that it's a simple prank, but nonetheless obliged to call the police. A man climbed into a lake at the zoo trying to catch a swan. According to a very worried zoo visitor, this man is crazy. He said he'd kill the bird if it didn't come. Well, if he can't catch the bird, how's he going to kill the bird? Yeah, we're not doing City Hall, sorry. And I guess we'll send people here. They escaped. Alright, but nobody got hurt.
I was trying to raise
Sorry, dude. You're on your own. They're all dead. Oh, fuck. Vehicular accident. Pedestrian was crossing the road legally and was hit by a car. According to witnesses, his driver didn't try to get away, but instead got out of the car, grabbed the pedestrian who was lying in the road, and began to beat him in the face, shouting, "Watch where you're fucking going. You fucking bitch." Well, he's gonna get away with that. Yeah, this is more what I'm used to. There's just too much shit going on. Oh, assault. Groundskeeper Willie. Recently, it seems like City Hall has been preparing for an invasion. All the flowers were getting trampled, so Mayor Rogers told me to move the main garden over by the back door. As I was working, I heard an important guy, a retired general or something, saying that a competent commander covered by a couple fighters could get through the back door and penetrate to any part of the building. So there's no point. City, calm down. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I know. I lose about a couple a day to those car accidents. We're at the end, though. Alright. During the premiere of the new movie about a secret agent, Jasmine Roach, a man burst into the theater and started loudly protesting the violence in the film. At first he was just verbally abusing the people who were trying to enjoy the show, but it quickly turned into a full-on fight. Sounds like he can get his ass kicked. What do they need us for? Pretty sure the people in the theater can take care of that shit.
10-11 incomplete.
4th grade student didn't have time to buy a ticket. Shocker. Is it 3 days left now? 3 days left.
I was trying to raise 10.
Oh, only because it's the end of the day. And the clock doesn't change anymore. It's like time is suspended till we're done now. That's right, kitty. The universe waits till we're done our shift now. So we're done with solving any open crimes. For one guy. That's all for one guy starting shit. I guess everybody started fighting everybody else probably. You did. You did. You did. You did. You did. Wednesday. Begins on a Friday, doesn't it? Tragedy. The advertising set spotlight collapse. Director killed. Racism is a disease. Well, it's a problem. But I don't think you can treat it like a disease. Suburbs host Asian cultural festival. Come to work. Drank too much. Well, you'll just die. I was up all reading. No. Yes. And again, we've got a green guy on the wrong shift. How does this keep happening? Do people just not give a fuck? Are they trying to die, kitty? Unhappy, yeah. I know you're unhappy. You lose one job slot. Well, let's fire a detective then. Not the homeless guy, though.
11-11 progress.
The last one sounded kind of weak. Vandalism. As lawyer Paul Herges exited his car, he noticed some menacing guys painting a swastika on a parking lot. It looked like one of those guys had a gun in his belt. The rest of them, give them my number. I'd be happy to represent them. Oh, well, that's nice. Drug use. Huber High School. Literature teacher Mrs. Gunderson noticed traces of white powder on the backpacks of some of her senior students. All of them are taking drugs and coming to class stoned. What is happening to our youth? You're delusional? That's what's happening.
9-10 in progress.
Just gonna wait for that to be bullshit first. Yep. That was pretty obvious. Armed robbery. Truck rammed into a bank. A man carrying a gun jumped out, demanded the truck be filled with cash. Well, we can send SWAT to that shit. Assault, Wise Dragon Restaurant. Mrs. Ferguson walked into a restaurant and asked for some water to wash down her anxiety pill. The waitress rudely refused to help her. Everybody has to pay, lady. Miss Ferguson grew enraged and grabbed the girl by the hair. I'll teach you respect for your elders, you little shit. Bam! Don't take no shit from her. Countryside. All right. I'll have a look at that later.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Sunspot.
No, you guys got it. Have faith. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. It's okay. One of you died. Alright, so I should stop having faith in these guys. I forget the numbers, how... I always thought 100 to 200 was okay as long as you sent a bunch, but I guess not.
511 in progress.
511 in progress.
412 in progress. 412 Looks like we have a situation here.
Employees and bank patrons are throwing packets of money in the truck. The man with the gun is directing, fill the truck! Everybody dies. Aim at the robber. Climb onto the truck. Drop your weapon. Aim at the robber. Open his jacket, showing he's got dynamite strapped to his chest. I'll blow everybody to hell unless you get out of my way. Step back. Stun grenades. Shoot the robber in the head.
910
Ah! I shot him in the head and he escaped? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Firefight. A terrified Mrs. Mosley called to report that she heard gunshots on the floor of her building. When I heard the shots, I looked through the peephole and saw several men shooting at each other. I immediately fell to the floor and called over the police. That is one escape with a bullet. I have no idea, dude. You got me.
11 in
Look
progress.
at all these cases. Assault with an offensive weapon. Joseph Hopper met his neighbor Sharon Roberts while she was walking Dee Dee, her chinchilla. Chichua? Chihuahua. He grabbed her by the hair and began to shout and berate her. He claims she's gotten the smell of skunk all over the house and her staircase is filthy. He repeatedly struck the girl and grabbed the dog and cut his throat with a large hunting knife. A young man passing by stood up for the terrifying woman and a fight is broken out. I'll deal with that one.
511.
I'm assuming that was... No, it was not crap. Alright, people die. I literally have no one to send to this rape. We'll check it out anyway, though. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Zamboni raped me. This desperate call was followed by a terrified woman's scream from inside a closed auditorium. Police were called by some students who were getting ready for the philosophy lecture. Well, we didn't save her. Turns out no one touched the girl. She was unhappy with her grade. Oh, she's one of those ones.
411 in progress.
Let's see what the union wanted. Mr. Boyd. My inspector for labor safety, unpronounceable, has completely lost his mind. I told him clearly, when you check out the True Color Hotel, make sure everything passes in good order. But he just went back to the hotel and wrote a bunch of tickets. Now the owner of the hotel is wearing me out on the phone because we had a very beneficial gentleman's agreement with him. Meanwhile, unpronounceable guy just went into the country on a fishing holiday. Please send some officers to have a word with him. Make sure he understands. Alright. I'll do that. What's up, JK Killer? Alright, can we deal with suicide threat in the park? About 15 congregants of the Church of the 13th Coming have gathered in the park, covered themselves in gasoline, and are preparing for a mass self-immolation to assist in the Lord's return. Dude, more power to you. If you're that batshit crazy, I say go ahead. Counterfeiting. A man was caught at the gas station trying to pay with counterfeit cash. He confessed he told us where he got the phony notes. The warehouse operating a dozen machines printing counterfeit money. And from there, it goes through the port. It gets distributed across the whole country. These all sound like good cases, but I don't have enough people to... Like, see, they're going to want 3 cops in the wagon. The wagon's fine, but I can't spare 3 cops, I don't think. Suicide. I say let them burn.
411.
We'll deal with the counterfeiting.
412.
Let him burn. Pretty good day so far. Only one person's died. Isn't there a trophy for having no one die? Which seems kind of crazy. Hostage situation. Fatal casualty. 4 men armed to the teeth broke into the casino and demanded all the cash. Some visitors thought it was all part of a big show, and with smiles on their faces tried to get closer to the performance. Roberts didn't take kindly to the attention and opened fire on the crowd. Ouch. Theft. A passerby noticed a burly man pulling up park benches and urns and loading them on his truck. It was night, so I asked him what he was doing. He just said the city was doing an inventory of its property. Well, they usually don't take it. But I have no cops. I can't do anything. Yeah. Lots of people die. Yeah. Yay, I can respond. Oh, as soon as he spots the police, the old man grabs a bag filled with money and makes a break for it. Fill your pockets with money, chase the suspect, grab a large wad of bills and throw it at the suspect's head. Ah, that's awesome. Chase him down. Mass riot. Well, I'm gonna need more cops for that. Boom, 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 boom. Hundreds of Freebird residents lined up for hours outside the mall in anticipation of the annual midnight monster sale. When the store doors finally opened, many people rushed inside, smashing everything in their path. Men and women started tearing out each other's hair, gouging out eyes, fighting over irons, VCRs, and other products. There are already dozens of victims, and the crowd is still going wild. Come stop the bloodshed, begged a guard named Leonard Rodriguez, straining to be heard over the angry mob. Yeah, pretty much. Another day done. 2 more to go, then the big... Oh! Oh, is it assault time? Woo, no bullshit trophy earned. The assault will happen at night. Wisely. Remember, there's no room for error. Fuck it, man. I'm waiting for this one. Yes, start the assault. I've been waiting forever. Okay. Can it only be done one way? Clear all. All 2. Okay. Does anybody want to just call it the correct pattern so I don't have to go through all those fucking notes again? Don't the water salters have to come from the water though? Like, they're pretty easy, right? Yeah, look it up for me. I'm gonna try this one right quick. But I'd rather know than spend all day at this. I figured that was me getting shot in the head, but then I was like, what the fuck? Well, I figured I got shot in the head again. So it looks like there's 3 places or 4 places for snipers, but only unless 8's not supposed to be a sniper. That could be a mistake. I did. It's clear. There's numbers that correspond with this. So just go through them, like team leader number, assaulters, the numbers, breacher, the numbers, so on and so forth. Team leader. Two assaulters and 1 team leader. Whoa, all those guys? You can put multiples on one spot? Oh, that changes. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I thought I'd spread it out. Alright, well that changes the whole crux of the argument. Two snipers on 8. Well, that's misleading then, because there's exactly enough pieces to put a piece on every single number. So, I guess if I was like deep into the game and paying attention to all the clues, though, I'd probably figure it out. Well, I'd be a lot closer anyway after the epiphany of, oh, multiple pieces on the same spots. So then probably both water assaulters on 2 would be my guess. And probably both breachers in the back door. With an assaulter. Or 2. Nope, just 1. Wow, it's just success or fail. Damn. Did your computer die? You've gone awfully quiet. Hello? Hey, Giddy. Yeah, it's supper time for you, isn't it? Breeder, are you here? Can you pull this up right quick? Can you do it faster? Clear the board. Alright, it's clear. Look at the pretty photo while we wait. One is 2 water salts, so I had them in the wrong spot. Spot 3, team leader, assault, and breaker. Alright, see, that makes sense to me from the stuff we just saw. I knew there had to be a breacher here, though. Spot 4, 2 assaults. Spot 8, 1 sniper. You just put the number, and then how many, like, you don't put spot. I know what the spots are. Uh-oh. We seem to have hit a roadblock. 2, breacher assault. And where do the snipers go? 5 or 6 or 11. Or both go to 1. Spread them out. 2 snipers at 6. Alright. Bam. Assault. Yes. Go. Oh, wow, it worked. Steve Rogers shot dead during the assault. Boom. Mr. Boyd, I will not bore you with praise. You know full well how fine a job you've done. I'd rather take advantage of this opportunity, you so rarely write letters, to touch upon what we've never dared speak of in person. Miss Lana Berman, I know what I did must have hurt you. Once I told you that I feel no pleasure in the suffering of others, and I was not lying. So please not imagine I am prone to vile whims or would ever attack you so personally. You know why I had to do it. I imagine that's why you never brought it up. I understand that this morning Kevin Paulson was taking your place. I already have a plan to get rid of him, but tomorrow you just have to look on in silence as he mismanages the police department. I imagine this will be unpleasant for you, but your torments will be short-lived. By day's end, I'll send you a note describing how we are to proceed. $179. It's almost my birthday. Mayor Rogers resisting arrest, killed in armed standoff. Freeburg Police, Stone City Hall. Chief Rogers killed and shot. Freeburg, good to talk.
Hey, Jack. You mind if I take Stet's office? Your office seemed a little ratty. No offense, Jack. Jack, I don't mind the broken nose, Jack. I know you were just upset. Hey, Jack, talk to me. Jack! Jack!
Okay, is this the credits? The clock seems to be moving a lot slower. Oh. Well, this is pretty and all, but I think I'm gonna feed the cat while this figures out what it's doing. Yeah. No, I just played through. Apparently you can burn through this pretty quick for the trophies and follow a guide, supposedly, so. There's a lot of people who owned it have seemed to have 100%ed it, so. Well, this is a pretty boring conclusion to the game, I must say. Alright, music's done. It's almost 2 a.m. Let's get to the final day. The end from Shafi. Mr. Boyd, ever since we first met, you have filled my mind with questions. Will we ever have a meeting of the minds? I doubt you share my ideals, but I never doubted your intellect. And by now, I have little doubt that you, an intelligent man, have already figured out that I can't possibly keep all my promises. Your time is up, Mr. Boyd. Even as mine is just beginning. Suppose it would be unpleasant if, come tomorrow, security ejects you from the building. We are better men than that. I ask that you be gone from the police station by dawn. As for the other part of the deal, not to worry. I wouldn't let you leave empty-handed. In this bag you will find enough money to last the rest of your entire life. $1. Oh, he's gonna kill me? Stinking, good? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Greenberg prosecutor, Shea Boone dies, heart attack, deputy chief, March, found dead, mutilated, uh-oh, Freeburg winning coldest in 60 years, yeah, they're trying to take me out. Looks pretty bare to a man with about 750 G's to his name. Motion.
How can I help you, sir?
I just want to go in.
Excuse me, sir. Only members are allowed into the club.
Don't I look like a member of the club?
I'm sorry, sir, but the club is not accepting new members at this time.
What are you, brand new here? I'm an old member of the club. I've been a member for 30 fucking years.
I'm sorry, sir, but I think you've made a mistake. Have a good evening.
Pull your gun.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'm guessing I got a shitty ending?
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
I had 500. Is it because I thought my 500k was in that secret account? I only had 200 and some on hand. Maybe that's why. Maybe I was supposed to empty my secret account back into my possession. Did he control my secret account? Maybe that money's gone. I don't know. I really don't know. But I guess this is the police on the PS4. Oh, you had actual on you? Okay. Because I had like over 750k, I think, total, between both. Was it good, kitty? Hmm? Was it good? Yep, she says it's good. From freesound.org. Dude, that was all but like I said, I didn't spend any money on that shit. I didn't know what it did. All that church shit and other stuff was fuck that. I didn't touch that shit. Just looked like a way to burn money for no reason, so I didn't spend my money on any of it. Well, apparently I failed that one crucial event that just all your officers died of car accidents. That's because you have to always be requesting shit, right? If you forget to do that, you can really handcuff yourself. Calm down. Chasey, slap happy, Scholik. Milky. Shout out to Milky. Beat of Blues. He fucked that up, didn't he? I thought he screwed that up. Celia. Chan Hung. Oh, you wanted more story there. Okay, I see what you're saying. Tom Roy! Generic name, approved. Justin Davis, another good generic name. Alex Porter, Olivia White. Wow, I didn't know she was in on this. Yay, the end. So I did it. I got to the end. I actually finished This Is the Police. It took several months of not playing to come back and play it. You can continue. I'm pretty sure this part's copyrighted though, so subscribe, like, tits, bits, Twitch and YouTube. I am Durrun. Thanks for watching.